So I'm back with another video. This time you can see on the screen. The reason why Edward is on the screen is because it is alleged that, he is in the Epstein files. And this is the part that I want to fucking understand. See, when Snowden came out with his revelations back in June of 2013, I was still living in California at the time when it happened. And actually, on my birthdays of 2013 is when he decided to go run off to Russia, and Putin gave him fucking, I guess you could say, citizenship to stay in Russia after the NSA leaks, right? So I followed Edward's story for about approximately, I would say 10 years, about the NSA leaks, about how certain companies, such as if you've played Angry Birds, if you played anything that has to fucking do with Angry Birds, or anything that has to do with any of the like Candy Crush Saga, Bubble Witch Saga, Farm Hero Saga, all owned by fucking Rovio, right? A Danish game company. All of them were connected to the NSA. All of them were spying on you, spying on your fucking kids, spying on, wiretapping and all that other good shit. Snowden talked about it. And I even had a shirt because I admired what he did. I didn't like him, but I admired what he did. And I even had a shirt that was made before I moved to North Carolina that you'll see on the top part of the thumbnail of my video. It says "Haters Can't Catch Me." It's a picture of him superimposed to the backdrop of Hong Kong. This is where he first went before before the whole incident of him releasing all these files happened. But again, like I said, allegedly, he's in the files now. So guess what that means? The shirt because my shirt got ripped. Me remaking a new shirt is not going to happen. Me talking about him in a positive light, it's not going to happen. Me doing anything or mentioning about him in any of my social media pages is not going to happen anymore. Because why? Until he's proven innocent, which I'm the type of person where, especially with cases like that, is going to be fucking guilty until proven innocent. Anything that has to do about him, it is canceled till further notice. And what I don't understand is, especially in the black community, when it comes down to saying we're not going to support somebody who may be a PDF file, may be an abuser, may be a wife beater, or whatever the fuck. No, we're gonna keep supporting it. We're gonna be like, no, if we stop supporting people like R. Kelly or the captain of the bitter biracial bitch brigade, Chris Brown, knowing his backstory, knowing his history, we're gonna still continue to keep supporting them. And I just find it weird. Just like, don't you realize you're supporting somebody who is problematic? And there's more people on this list that is just besides the one I pointed out. The only reason why I pointed out Edward Snowden is because, again, going back to fucking June of 2013, when he started telling people that, hey, the NSA is spying on Americans as well as our enemies around the world and our allies around the world. And when I saw the list, even though I will say that just because the list was released doesn't mean 100% that the Trump administration and Pam Bondi is giving the full details, because it just gives you the list of people. We don't know how these people are affiliated. We don't know if they were actually touching on little kids or if they were just mentioned because they were mentioned. They may have like an indirect connection, but I don't give a fuck. I don't care. If they are mentioned, they're guilty until proven innocent. But we don't have that mindset in our community. We don't have them even when they are proven guilty, like R. Kelly was proven guilty for being a PDF file and harming little black girls. I still hear people sitting up there talking about fucking free R. Kelly, hashtags everywhere, even in schools, even in my daughter's schools. When it came out that he was guilty, there was motherfuckers that were ripping up shreds of paper that said free R. Kelly and throwing it all over the classroom talking about free R. Kelly. What the fuck? Why can't we just have people who say, oh, well, this person may be problematic. Let's not support that person until further notice. Let's distance ourselves until further notice. Businesses do it all the time, but we can't fucking do it. And that's a goddamn sad shame. That's a sad ass shame. I don't fucking understand that logic, and I never will understand it. And when I saw the list, and again, stating that no, I do not 100% trust the Trump administration nor Pam Bondi, because look how long it took her to actually release the fucking list. But since there is somebody that I used to admire what he did and bring to our attention how our government was fucking spying on us illegally. Yeah, no, I don't care. I don't fucking care. Guilty until further notice. Canceled until further notice. But we don't have that attitude. And this is why we continue to let predators, because of this is why we let predators run around willy-nilly. This is why they get away with shit scot-free. And then the same motherfuckers be crying about, well, why don't somebody do something to protect the children? Why are you protecting somebody who's problematic? This is the reason why. But as far as I am concerned, until Edward is fucking actually proven not to touch on kids, I'm not going to talk about it anymore, and I damn sure ain't going to remake my shirt. And that's a sad fucking shame, because I wanted to remake the shirt for my youngest daughter's graduation with a pair of, not slacks, but a pair of jeans, nice jeans, and some flip-flops. That was it, or dress sandals. I said flip-flops. I don't wear flip-flops. Dress sandals. I was going to make it look real nice and real cute, but nope, can't do it now. Guilty until proven innocent. And that's all I have to say about it. Y'all like my sunglasses collection? They are kind of cute, aren't they? Especially when you see my favorite ones. See, my favorite ones will always be these ones right here. These ones. I got 1,000,001 sunglasses, I'm telling you. And I got 1,000,001 headbands. I'm a mixture. I'm a mixture of a girl's girl, let's say girl's girl, a girly girl and a tomboy. I can be either or depending on my mood. But that's all I really wanted to say. If you have anything that you want to add, get down in the comment section. How do you feel about that? If you're somebody that possibly may have been on that list that you were shocked to see, and how do you feel about it? Because like I said, when I saw Edward Snowden on the list, the first thing I was like, oh, hell fucking no. But like I said, he may be innocent. I don't know. But I'm not going to take a chance. I'd rather be wrong and say that motherfucker's guilty. And then if I'm wrong, I can admit that I'm wrong and I apologize, then sit up there and support somebody who happened to be problematic, and then going hard for that person, and then you end up with fucking egg on your face. So get down in the comments and talk about, it, and tell me how you feel about this. Until next time.